I'm Dawn and I've been in touch with the Scottish Cot Death Trust since my little girl Fern died 4.5 years ago. I have a son who's just turned 7 and a little girl who is just turned 3. My first contact with the Trust was a letter and a book called Rory's Star. The book was invaluable to my son. At the time he was only 2. It gave him a little bit of understanding about what was going on and that it was okay to grieve.
My name is Maggie and I'm one of the support workers for the Scottish Cot Death Trust. I think it's important that families have that support available to them so they're aware what is available, so that they don't feel that they're alone in what they're going through.
I was put in touch with Jenny, who was able to come out and visit me, and the first meeting with Jenny was amazing. Just to feel so isolated and meet someone that had been through it just almost normalised what I was going through. She was able to explain some of the grieving process.
The role of a befriender is important because I've been in a similar situation to some of the parents in extended family that's lost their baby. It's completely open to what the person wants or needs at the time. Some people just prefer text messaging, some people want phone calls, some people want face-to-face, Skype, meeting in a cafe, meeting at their home. It's entirely up to the individual.
My mum was able to access a counselling service through the Trust as well. It helped her to process the grief.
So the support services are available to anybody affected by the loss. Obviously we have mums and dads coming to us, but we have the rest of the family members affected by the loss too. It has that rippling effect.
We all went on a family day out, and for my son it was a huge help. He was able to speak to other children that had been through the same, and he'd never ever had that before. He'd never spoken to another child that their little sister had went to heaven to, or their little brother had went to heaven to.
With someone like Dawn, it's entirely up to how she's feeling at the time, so she may want to discuss things to do with the child that she's lost. She might want to just discuss things that are happening in the family at the moment. I'm a listening service, basically.
Something Jenny said to me has always been at the front of my mind. She's told me that you don't ever get over losing your baby, you just learn to get through it. It's so true. You never get over it, but you learn to cope with the feelings and you learn to just cope with the grief. I went to counselling and some specific needs were identified, and I was able to then access specialised counselling for trauma.
I'm Rachel and I'm a counsellor and psychotherapist. I'm one of the therapists who works for the Scottish Cot Death Trust. Everybody is different, so it is important that the counsel approach is something that will meet their needs. So some approaches may look more at particular techniques that might help them challenge their thoughts or develop more realistic thinking around that. Other approaches allow the space just for the person to speak about how they're feeling, to express the feelings.
The Next Infant Support Programme was vital in my next pregnancy. I received an apnea monitor, which is a breathing monitor, and the peace of mind and reassurance that the monitor gave me was crucial. It was such an anxious time having a new baby quite soon after losing Fern. I don't know where I would be now without the support and the help from the Scottish Cot Death Trust.